The Democrats happen to contradict themselves these days on almost everything, right from the border security to war powers. Former President Barack Obama, when he was Senator Obama, voted in favor of the border fence. Same with Senator Chuck Schumer. But all of them rose up to criticize President Trump when he moved to make that wall they built years ago. When he decided to call it a border wall and said, build the wall, it became a different problem. Some even decided to compare it to Nazi Germany. That is absurd, but if that is, then what you're about to watch is even more appalling and shows how confused these people are. I came across this clip on the DC Shorts YouTube channel. Take a look.
So, Madam Speaker, or Madam Leader, you're saying that the President did not need authorization initially and still does not need any authorization from Congress on Libya?
Yes. When I was informed of this attack, the administration took responsibility for it over the weekend. I said, why did you not consult with Congress? Well, we held it in closely. We held it in closely. No, you have a responsibility to consult with Congress.
Donald Trump does not have, let me make it clear, does not have the authority to go to war with Iran without congressional authorization.
My bill enumerates 5 instances where the president may use force. First, to repel without congressional authority at the outset.
Without working with Congress, it is not optional. It is not an optional part of his job.
First, to repel attack on U.S. territory or U.S. forces. Second, to deal with urgent situations threatening supreme U.S. interest, i.e. the Cuban Missile Crisis. 3, to extricate imperiled U.S. citizens. 4, to forestall or retaliate against specific acts of terrorism. 5, to defend against substantial threats to international sea lanes or airspace.
No president should ever take the United States to war without securing the informed consent of the American people.
This is the result of reckless actions by President Trump of military brinksmanship. President Trump recklessly assassinated Qasem Soleimani. He had no evidence of an imminent threat or attack, and we say that coming from a classified briefing where, again, there was no raw evidence presented.
Tragically, his actions now put us on the path to another war.
He's been erratic and unsuccessful in almost every previous foreign policy endeavor. This one is the most dangerous of all.
We are not safer today than we were before Donald Trump acted.
We seem to have accomplished what Soleimani was trying to do but couldn't. So in death, he's actually accomplished his goal.
Taking out a bad guy is not a good idea unless you are ready for what comes next.
Look, there is no question that Soleimani had American blood on his hands, that he was a bad actor in the region. But if there is anything that we have learned in the last 20 years about the Middle East, it's that taking out a bad guy is not necessarily a good idea. And what we've seen here is no evidence that there's been proper consultation with Congress.
But this guy is, was as bad as he was an official of the Iranian government. And you unleash, then if China does that, if Russia does that, Russia has been implicated under Putin with assassinating dissidents.
So tell me, is it that Nancy Pelosi and Joe Biden are too old to remember what they said years ago? Or is it that they are so interested in opposing President Trump that they chose to ignore everything they said in the past? What changed in the law ever since that time? Or is it the administration? Let's get this straight, guys. This signals the fact that these politicians are just self-serving hypocrites who don't even care about the Constitution nor the American people. You want to oppose the president so bad that you choose to ignore what the Constitution says? Just because you have the votes to make some damn resolutions in the House.